Just looking to update you. Primary. It's the same room. No, I'm gonna start the room.
Blooper footage.
I'm glad I didn't have to do this in one take. Hello, St. Rose. This is Isaiah, your local Director of Evangelization and Catechesis. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a great summer. Reaching out now with a little preview about some of the changes that are going to be coming up in the faith formation year. This is a video going out to all you partners in the field. What do I mean by that? I mean you parents, you Wednesday night faith formation parents. You're our partners because ultimately the church says you're the primary catechists of your children in the faith. It's been very clear about it for decades. It's been echoed by Archbishop Hebda in his most recent pastoral letter. And so, even though, as the baptismal rite says, you're to be the first and the best of catechists for your kids, it doesn't say you're supposed to be the only catechist for your kids. That's where we as a parish family want to step in and support you to build on the foundation you're already instilling at home. So yes, we're very excited once again to offer Wednesday night faith formation to supplement the learning, the formation that your kids are receiving at home. And here are some of the updates that are going to be coming up the pike in the fall. The first is just a little note about the sacramental prep families, the second graders going through First Communion and First Reconciliation. We usually have a workshop for each of those sacraments, and we're hoping to make it a little bit shorter, hoping to make it a little bit more engaging, hoping to make it a little more interactive between parent and child. And the big thing is we're hoping to move it to a Wednesday rather than having it on a weekend. So that's something to stay tuned for. Dates forthcoming. The next slew of changes have to do with Wednesday faith formation in general for all ages. We're going to be shortening the length of time from 7:15 back down to 7 o'clock. So it'll start at 6 p.m. and run until 7 p.m. And that'll be the same for all grades. That means the same as confirmation too. The next thing we're looking to implement that's a little bit different is a homeroom for faith formation on Wednesday evenings. What does that mean practically? It's just a space where the kids are all going to be brought in. So rather than having different classrooms and the parents are bringing them here and there, parents will all come to the same one room. That'll be the teacher's lounge in the school. And it's a place where we're all going to gather, all the families, all the catechists. That'll be a way for us to give any announcements, dismiss the kids by grade, and then that'll also be the place where parents can pick up their kids after classes are done. Now you might be asking yourself, why all these changes? They don't seem too big, but what's the deal behind them? There's four main reasons. The first one is safety, especially with the homeroom. I was noticing that Rob had implemented a good policy of having kids brought into the school by their parents. However, what I noticed is that at the end of classes, sometimes kids would scatter to the four winds and they'd be going out this door or that door, and it was hard for us to monitor it. And so just for the safety's sake, it would be great for our peace of mind to know that the parents are indeed there. The kids aren't waiting in the parking lot somewhere. We see them picked up, we see them dropped off. So that's one of the reasons. The second one, however, is just accommodation. So the reason we moved it down from 7:15 to 7 is nights get late. Sometimes kids have an early bedtime. We know it's sometimes a struggle just to get back in time for that. And so, we just think it'll be easier for your family schedule to have a little bit less time. Plus, we all know with kids late at night after a long day, you can hit a law of diminishing returns when it comes to classes. Much beyond 45, 50 minutes in class. I don't know how much the extra 15 is magically doing. So we just think it'll be simpler, easier for the catechists as well to have a little bit of a shorter time frame to work their catechesis in. Another big thing though is communication. Obviously, we send lots of emails, we try to keep you in the loop, but who wants to get more emails? I mean, honestly. We get so many of them, and sometimes it's hard to sort through them. We're trying to fish to where we found that one last announcement that came. Having the homeroom gives us a great platform to be able to speak to you in person, gives you a platform to ask your questions in person. We can hash out any things that come up. You see our faces, you get to know our names. We think it'll just be better for everybody being on the same page. And that's the last reason. Then too is connection. We value that a lot as a parish. We want to know you. We want to walk with you. We don't want to just be a service that's contracted out to some people who you have no idea, but people who you feel that you're a part of, a community that you feel you belong to, because St. Rose of Lima is your parish home too, and the school is your space too. We want you to feel at home. I'm of the opinion that nothing that the church does should be impersonal, and so we just want to put a more personal touch on Faith Formation Wednesday evenings. Parents, this gives us a great opportunity too, not just to meet each other, get to know each other, but even to open up the space, open up the time for your formation in any ways that you'd like. How to unpack what your kids are learning and debriefing you on what they're covering in their classes. From there to just going deeper in the faith yourself, treating it like a space for questions, a place for study. Again, if you need to run, you need to fly to get something done, we're totally open to that. But our hope and our intention for you is that you would stay in the space, make use of the lounge until the kids are done, and engage with the community of other parents there who are walking in the faith and trying to grow in their witness to their family. So that's a snapshot of our upcoming changes. We're excited about them. We hope it'll be a wonderful year for everyone involved. The last thing to note is our Faith Formation kickoff will be coming up on September 23rd. It'll be from 5:30 to probably around 6:30, with the first half an hour being the orientation, so the part you don't want to miss. And then we'll have a meal afterwards starting at 6 p.m. That's open for all families to join us in if you don't want to have to go back and prepare something for supper. So stay tuned for that, and we look forward to seeing you in the fall. God bless.